Hi you guys, Abby here from Bolt Boutique, and I'm sitting in my kitchen living room. I liked the lighting, so whatever. I thought it'd be fun to come on and just talk about spring trends and market because I just got back from our buying trip that we go to every February. And I thought it'd be fun to share like what we saw, what we learned, new brands that we saw, all the things. So I'm gonna dive in and start sharing. Jumping into spring 2023 trends, I feel like that's, I don't know, just so fun to talk about, and one of the things that you guys love to hear about and learn about too. So I'll start with like what we saw at market, and that is a lot of longer length pieces, midi dresses, maxi dresses, longer skirts. Everything is just longer. Like I feel like the vibe is very girly, flowy, pretty, dainty, feminine, just really pretty. And I'm loving the long length. I feel like for so long, the micro dress, the micro mini, you know, what's the brand? Miu Miu had those super tiny skirts. Like just the micro length has been so on and like hot. And I'm just excited to switch it up. I feel like the longer length is very, like we said, feminine and pretty, a little bit more modest, which I prefer, and very easy to wear and versatile. So I'm excited about that. And I think it's flattering on most heights too. So I think it's gonna be a really beautiful and popular trend that I'm very excited about. The second trend, and I think we've seen this shift happening the last couple seasons, is minimal and menswear inspired looks. So a couple years ago, I would say like right after COVID, color and crazy fun graphics, 90s, early 2000s was all the rage. And not that that's not anymore, it's still popular. But I think anytime you go like extreme one way, obviously you're gonna swing the other way next, just because you get kind of bored of that. So minimalistic, you know, sleek blazers, menswear trend styles, vests. We're bringing our very first vest piece. It's a set, it's pink, so it's still got color and it's fun and youthful and like trendy, but also simple and versatile and beautiful. So it's like a vest, cropped vest with a cute little matching mini skirt. So just things like that, like, yeah, I just love that like the menswear trend is coming in, oversized, playing with proportion. I just think it's really cool. So that is definitely really big. The third trend is really detailed denim. Now last summer and the summer before that, I would say graphic denim was everything. Like we had these fun happy face jeans that we sold hundreds of those jeans, which is crazy. I love when we find a product like that people just love and we keep selling out and restocking. This year, I would say it's maybe less printed denim, and I would say more like stitching detailing, or even like on a denim shirt, like having cool ties and zippers and just kind of playing up with different endings or finishings on these pieces that make them look very unique and different. So we saw these jeans, they're kind of Western inspired, and I thought they were so cool. I love the stitching detail on them, the contrast. They're just different, fun, but I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of different takes on this trend. I think it's pretty obvious, like every spring florals kind of make a comeback, right? But this year, I've never really gravitated toward the florals in the past. This year, I was like, I want them all. I think they're all so pretty. They just felt very fresh. Like all the patterns felt new. Like honestly, just like breath of fresh air. Truly, these florals are all so pretty. And kind of gave me like Australian Instagram girl vibes, if you kind of know what I'm talking about. Like I feel like the Aussies nail spring and summer fashion, and then us Americans like follow later on. But just so many pretty floral prints in dresses specifically, and in all shapes and silhouettes, like baby doll dresses, midi dresses, cute little tank tops and baby tees, like just in everything. I'm like, oh, the florals are good. And I noticed this with market, like every couple of years, once a pattern or like a fabric does popular for one brand, and like all these other designers and brands will start like copying it, obviously because it sold well. So then you kind of start to see the same prints and fabrics and stuff recycled throughout these different vendors and just gets kind of boring and like old. And this year I felt like the first time in a while there was like really fresh and new prints, and it just felt very creative and very pretty, and I'm excited about them. The last thing I want to talk about, because we talked about long length things, mini length, we also saw a ton of like really short and voluminous dresses, which I love. The baby doll style is still here, which I love. It's probably one of my favorite silhouettes. I think it's just so cute and fun. I said fun a billion times in this video, I'm so sorry, but it's just what it is. But just these baby doll dresses having like fun, big voluminous sleeves and, you know, made of different materials and the different details around the waist and then, you know, flowy. And I just think that's so, I just love it. I think they're very cute for weddings. They're just really easy to style too. Like you can wear them for so many different occasions, weddings, graduations, graduation parties, baby showers. I think everyone looks good in them and everyone feels good in them because they're kind of like, with the tight bodycon dresses that we've worn for years, it's like, okay, I don't want to eat too much and I can't bend over and whatever. But with these voluminous, fun baby doll dresses, I still feel like they're flattering. They show your legs. They usually make your bust look really good, but then also it's just like, I don't know, it creates such a cool shape. So I'm excited about them. Saw tons of short and voluminous baby doll dresses. So those are the main trends that I saw and things that you'll probably see this season with Bolt. You'll probably see a lot of these styles that I popped up on the screen. This market was so different for us because one, we drove, which was really nice. Being in Phoenix, it's a lot closer to Las Vegas. We did not have to fly. And my parents are staying here for a couple weeks and doing like a snowbird thing. So my mom and I just did like a day trip up, stayed one night, and then left the next day and drove home, which we actually drove home in a snowfall, which was weird, like going through the Hoover Dam and the mountains in Nevada. We got stuck in a snowstorm, which is just unexpected, but it was really fun. I liked doing it that way. And this year I actually did not place any purchase orders at market. So typically how I do it is I go in and I place everything, all the styles that I'm gonna get for each month. And you know, they usually have, the vendors will have everything organized by ship date. I instead this year was like, I'm gonna take pictures of everything I wanna order and what brands they're from. And then when it's time for us to do our collection drops, I will go in and order things that are in stock at the moment, because I've gotten kind of burned a little bit the last couple seasons where I think just with production times being tougher for these brands and stuff like that, I will order something that I'm expecting to come in like March, and then it doesn't come until May. And so they don't charge you for the product until they ship it. So then my budget in May, for example, is like double. You know, they're charging me for way more product than what I thought was coming, and I didn't have enough in March. So I just tried to do it a little differently. We're gonna see how it works. I don't know if I'll stick to this strategy, but I was like, why not try it? I get stuff so much quicker here being in Phoenix versus the Midwest because it comes from LA most of the time. So stuff just gets shipped. I get it like the next day or the day after. So I'm trying that, but I really liked it. I feel like I had so much more time to just like explore different brands and, oh, excuse you. I feel like I found a ton of new designers that I'm really excited for, because I've actually been priced out of some of the brands that I've like been committed to for years, just because, you know, with inflation, obviously the wholesale brands are getting pricier for the same quality. So I am just not ordering as much from those brands that have raised their prices. But I found other brands that are new, that their quality is so good, and I would say still top notch, but the pricing is still pretty fair. So I was excited about that. I was pretty nervous about that going in. I don't want to raise my prices too much. So that's everything. Those are my rambles about market. We had a really good time, and I'm excited for you guys to see everything for spring and summer. Well, mostly spring. I've just been doing spring buying. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have questions or thoughts on anything, I'd love to hear them. Please leave them in the comment box below. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.